Hi folks, hope you're keeping well. Decided to go for a stroll this afternoon in a beautiful park here in Scunthorpe. I'll show you where we are. It's Central Park. Not many people about, sadly. It's a beautiful day for enjoying the weather, getting out, getting a bit of fresh air. Okay. Yeah, I decided to come out for a wander because I've been suffering these symptoms, feeling as though I'm choking, which is not good. It's not good to feel that way. Mental health's okay, but must admit there's a lot of information to digest if you want to try and make sense of the current problem that's going on around us every day. It's good to see somebody enjoying a run. So yeah, I've been having these choking feelings, and you know what? It's nothing to do with the coronavirus or the COVID-19 or whatever it is they want to call it. That thing they've got a name for. It's no to do with that. It's to do with opening my eyes and taking the time that we've got, which, let's face it, we've all got a lot of time now. And I'm not sure whether this is a good idea or not. To me, it's a good idea, because when you've got time, you can absorb information a lot easier. You have the time to dig and delve. And I don't make no bones about it. I've been down the rabbit hole for the last couple of days, and I found out that it's not just rabbits down there, if you know what I mean. A few of my friends will know where I've been. They'll know what I've been doing. They know that I've been looking up information, trying to get the truth. And let's face it, guys, that's all we want. We want the truth. We want to know what's going on. We watch the news and it's blindingly obvious to me that we're being lied to. Some will disagree, and that's their prerogative, that's their choice. I have the ability to pick things apart, to work stuff out. I run with my gut intuition, and I'm very rarely wrong. Let me sit down for a minute. We have a seat, and there's not many people about, there's a couple, but there's a seat and I'm going to enjoy it for a couple of minutes. So yeah, I've been down a rabbit hole, been having a look, and it created these symptoms, yeah, of choking, of confusion, frustration, anger. And I didn't realise how good anger can be. Anger can be a very positive thing if you want change in the world. But I'll tell you what I've been looking at and what I've found out over the last couple of days makes me sick. Not the virus, not COVID-19, not the coronavirus or anything like that. But I'll tell you what, the things I've found out over the last couple of days, I've heard of it in the past, but I'll tell you what, there's some sick fuckers out there. There really is some sick fuckers out there. And I'm starting to question now whether this coronavirus is a cover for what we've found out. I said we because there's plenty of people doing it. It's been an explosion over the last couple of weeks of information, bombarded with information, and you can sit there and you can say, yeah, it's all fake news and that. A lot of it's not. A lot of it's not. News coverage, video reports, inside information, not just hearsay and second-hand information direct from the horse's mouth. How long can humanity ignore all this going on? And I tell you what, the biggest problem is, what can we do about it? Me, single-handedly, can do fuck all about it, I'll tell you now. But just being aware of it opens my eyes. I enjoy the day, I enjoy the sun. And you know what? I've just been to the post office and it's fucking sad what I'm seeing. People are living in fear. They're scared of people in their community. It's not only that they're masking up and covering their faces, which again is their priority, it's their prerogative. If they want to do it, that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. Eye contact has gone. There's things like this that I'm starting to wonder what the fuck this is all doing to people's psyche. Whatever led us to what we're living now in this day and age. I'd say 30 years ago we was living in a different world, a totally different world. I was happy. I was younger, obviously, but I was happy. I enjoyed the world. And that's why I've come out here today, to smell the roses, to smell all the flowers, everything, the pollen. I love the pollen. I hope it doesn't make me fucking sneeze. I'll be in shit when somebody sees me at that shop. But I'm not in fear. I'm not in fear. I'm not living. I refuse to live in fear. But by fuck, am I angry? Am I angry at what's going on behind closed doors? And this, as deep as I've seen what's going on and learned what is happening around us, it can't all be false. It can't all be false information. I've started writing a simple 2-word statement on all my Facebook posts now. Question everything. I mean it. Question everything. Even the things that seem okay, question them. They might be okay. But believe me, not everything is okay. I don't know where this is going to end. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of where it's going to end. I'm scared of how people are perceiving it. I am genuinely worried about people's mental health. I really am. And that's mainly based on the fact that they are unknowingly ignoring what's going on around them. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. We're not supposed to run down the rabbit hole. We're not supposed to look further than our noses. We're supposed to listen to those in charge. I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not quite sure whether this is a good thing or not, that we're locked down. I'm starting to think it's a good thing. For one reason. So that people get the time to start thinking for themselves again. To start questioning the agenda, the narrative that we're being fed on the news, on the television, every day. When you can sit there and you can listen to them and know that they're lying, where does the trust go? Families are being fucking split up because of this, believe it or not, through the psychological problems that they are believing. Friends, neighbours. This isn't social distancing. This is a huge, huge problem that is not going to be resolved very easily at all. We got told there was going to be another 3 weeks lockdown. I don't know, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But I have a very strong feeling it's going to be a hell of a lot longer than 3 weeks. It's not going to be easy. If what's happening behind closed doors is happening, if it is true, what we are starting to learn now, fucking hell, this is going to take a lot longer than 3 weeks, I'll tell you. But it's for the better. But it's for the better. I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what's happening. It's all out there. It's all out there. It's how I learnt about it. Nobody told me. I found out for myself. I was brave enough to consider what's being said. Consider the evidence. The undeniable evidence of what's going on around us. The majority of people are not fucking ready for the truth, I'll tell you now. The only thing you can do is drop the fear. Talking to friends that I've known for long enough and having to listen to them believe that there's a very strong chance that they could die for no reason at all. They're following all the measures, they're following the guidelines, they're doing what they're told, but they're still living in fear. They're still thinking that this thing, this virus or whatever is going to kill them. I hope not. Of course I hope not. And I can't say whether there's a virus or not. I really can't. But me personally, I had a bad, what can I call it, flu bug, when I returned from living in Gibraltar in Spain. And that was towards the end of January. And I do believe that could have been what they're claiming could be the coronavirus. I don't know. But I'm fit and healthy now. It was a nasty flu virus, it really was. It decked me. It decked me and I wasn't right for 3 weeks. But that's what I'm considering. I'm considering that I could have been one of those people that got this virus that's going about. But the difference is, I accepted it. I accepted it. I don't live in fear. I'm not living in fear, and I didn't live in fear. And I'm certainly not going to drag it out saying, oh yeah, I think I had it. And then, what's the point? What's the point? That's not doing this any good, is it? This is doing me good, like it's done me good for 51 years. Getting out in the sun, the fresh air. I can smell smells now that I haven't smelled for a long time, and the skies are beautiful blue. Beautiful blue. Doesn't mean there's no aircraft about. There is aircraft. I'm watching it regular, see what's going on. There's a hell of a lot of military aircraft about, but I can't see them. But they're on the radar. They're there clear enough to see. So what's my message to you today? I don't know. I don't know. But I hope you're having as good a day as I am. Whatever you're doing. The main thing is I'm not living in fear. I have respect for everybody else. I really do. I honestly do. If people want to mask up, if people want to wear gloves, that's fine. That's no problem. But officially, I'm breaking the law right now. That's crazy, isn't it? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm breaking the law by sitting on a bench for no apparent reason, just talking into my mobile phone. In my honest opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nobody here. I'm not putting anybody at risk, and they're not putting me at risk. I'm not being stupid. I have what is known as common sense, and I'm exercising my right to use it. I'll tell you what, if a PCSO or a copper come up to me now and gave me the advice, which is what they are told to do, give me advice to go home, I think I would have to reply with the advice of having to investigate some of the stuff that I found out over the last couple of days. Now, on the balance of things, my advice to them would be far fucking more superior to what they can advise me to do. Believe me. But are they in the same position as the majority of us, where we don't know what we can do about what's going on behind closed doors? The deep state, underground, the dark web, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe it to be. I'm no conspiracy theorist. I'm not somebody that just says, oh, well, this could be happening, that could be happening. I'll take it on board. I'll read and I'll read and I'll read. I'll watch videos. And I'll only pick out the bits that, to me, is undeniable truth. Because ultimately, that's all we've got to live with. Anything other than the undeniable truth is fucked up. And it ain't going to get anyone anywhere. We're living in strange times, guys. Very strange times. And there's only us on an individual level. Hello, little doggy. There's only us on an individual level that can unravel the madness that we're living in. Can anybody deny that? Can anybody deny that we're living in fucking crazy times? There's a lot going on. Since when? Since when have people been paid by their government to sit on their backsides at home when they've got perfectly good jobs to go to earn money? Oh, I'm not worried, I've been furloughed, it's not a problem. But what the fuck's that about, eh? I know people that have been laid off or whatever, not furloughed, but been laid off, applied for universal credit and literally been given thousands to get by on. They don't have to look for work, because there is none, obviously, or very few. And they're not worried anymore. They're not worried about having to jump through hoops to get the benefits and such like. Why is this money so readily available all of a sudden? Look at the NHS. On its knees, absolutely on its knees. And it has been for a long time. And yet all of a sudden, millions of pounds can be piled into this, that and the other. I don't have to go through all the questionable steps that the government are introducing to combat this virus pandemic. You won't believe it, walking round here, there's a main dual carriageway to the other side of Scunthorpe. There's plenty of vehicles about. A pandemic, surely to God, a pandemic and a lockdown, there'd be nobody about. And I don't disbelieve that people aren't taking this serious. They are taking it serious. Some people are going over the top, in my opinion. They're driving a car on their own with a face mask on. I can understand it when they get out the car, but driving it with a face mask on, it's their car. There's nobody else in it. All these little things that you look at, you look at shopkeepers. They've got face masks on, they've got plastic see-through visors on. They've got rubber gloves on. Now, one would presume that's to protect themselves from contracting and spreading the virus, yeah? Then why are they still touching multiple items? Bagging them up, passing you your change, your money? No, I'm not suggesting a moneyless system at all. We know where that goes. No, not at all. But if they claim that this virus is so contagious, surely they'd be at fucking home. I would. If I believed it was so deadly, I wouldn't even fucking go out the house. The invisible enemy is what it's being known as. The invisible enemy. That's an interesting way of putting it, isn't it? Watch the news. Listen. What is the invisible enemy? Because I'm starting to think the invisible enemy is not the coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's that at all. They say invisible because the masses are not aware of what's actually going on. And no, I haven't been brainwashed. I ain't been brainwashed. I don't believe everything I read and everything I watch. But I do believe the evidence that's being provided for people to see. People that have known me for quite some years now know that we have been involved in educating ourselves as to the truth of what's going on in the world around us. And please don't for 1 minute think you fucking know. We don't. The true reality of what's going on around us does not exist. It is not in our sight. It's there. It's there, but what I mean is that's what's controlling us in society. Don't believe it? Question it. Question everything. Television. I know what you're going to say. Oh yeah, we've heard this before. No, but believe me, television, films, music, the music industry. Yeah? It's alright listening to things and listening to people saying, oh yeah, it's corrupt and such like. Find out why. Find out exactly what it is that people are up in arms about. Because let's face it, I'm calm about this. I'm really calm about this. Do you know why? Because there's fuck all I can do about it single-handedly. Collectively, we can try and help wake people up. I don't tell people what to think and what to see and and that's why I won't. You message me on this video and ask me where I've been, what I've been looking at. I won't tell you. Because it's all out there. It's your job. If you want it to be. If you want to wake up. If you want to see what's controlling this situation that people are starting to realise is totally out of fucking control now, wake up, read, it's there. Stay safe, of course. It's not nice, it's not easy, it is deep, it does give you symptoms. But if you know it, you can deal with it. It's like if you've got a headache, you can deal with it. You don't ignore it. You've got toothache, you deal with it. If you've got a bad diet, you deal with it. If your world is not what you think it is, deal with it. Don't sit back waiting for people to show you the door or show you the ropes. It's a beautiful world out here, guys. Shame this isn't running. It is a shame that's not running. But it's a different way of seeing it. I remember some bugger filling it up with bubbles once. That was fun. No, it wasn't me. Another little doggy going for a walk, look. No fear. Right guys, I'm gonna wander on back, I think. It's a beautiful afternoon. I hope you're enjoying your afternoon and not just sat watching me. Take care guys. I love you all. Stay safe. Keep your pecker up. Open your eyes. Have a look around you. You might be surprised. Bye for now. One love.